friends, it's Jim McGill. I'm out and about again. This time still in southern Florida. I'm up a little bit from the Tampa area, probably about an hour north. And, I just so happen on this trip to get a Jeep. How's my rental car? I'll put you there. Maybe in the wind. Got the window open. Yeah, just when I rented a car through Enterprise before my trip, like the lowest thing they offered me, and it was a relatively low price, was a small pickup truck. I said, sure, whatever. I don't know if this has happened to any of you before, but when I got a rental car in the past, particularly from Enterprise, and I use Enterprise exclusively, just because I like the way they just use kiosks. Like literally on this trip, I can go right from the gate from my plane to the Enterprise parking lot. And after talking to the guy, he just pointed and said, okay, take one of those. In the past, I know I've spent a really long time, particularly in Tampa, in line, just to get to the counter for someone to tell me what car to pick. And to try and sell me more in Bull Squat. So this time, slow down a little bit here. This time, gotta hit some buttons here, sorry. There we go. A big fan of cruise control, even on small roads. So, like I said, I ordered a little pickup truck. I got to the Enterprise garage, and the guy said, all I have is that Jeep Gladiator. I'm not going to look a gift Gladiator in the mouth, so I said, sure, I'll take that. So I've been driving around this Gladiator for the past couple of days, and I got to say, I'm really liking it. I've never considered myself a Jeep person, but I do consider myself an off-road person. I've been driving a Ford Excursion for the past 10 years. Ford Excursion is the biggest SUV ever made. 8,000 pounds in weight. It's got a great towing capacity, 10,000 pounds. It's a big behemoth. So, while I was here, a thought occurred to me, hey, let me try, maybe I can take this Jeep, do a little off-roading with it. Nothing crazy. I wouldn't do that to a rental car. I know some people would, but I wouldn't. Just trails, right? So I did a little searching, and I've been trying to figure out where these trails are. Oh, big sign flashing at me. Slow down. Curve, 25 miles an hour. All right, let's do that. Not that big of a curve, God. So, what's going on here? Destinations. Trying to find necessarily where to go. Citrus Wildlife Management Area.
Getting directions to Citrus Wildlife Management Area.
Okay. There we go. I think I'm okay. I think. So I thought, well, I was, not now, but I was in in Florida, so I want to be a little cautious of their rules. Nothing specifically said, hey, here's some 4x4 trails, roads you can drive on. There's one spot I just went to. Bunch of signs said hiking, biking, horsing, fishing, blah, 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 blah. Sign did say, hey, you can ride on these roads with anything. You know, any street legal car. So again, how things are labeled, how things are categorized, I'm not super sure. So I'm just trying to take it easy. Did a little search this morning, a couple of Reddit searches, a couple other site searches, and it did list something. It's called something Citrus Trail 16, Citrus Trail 16. A lot of folks said, hey, this is a real good trail. Nothing too difficult. Although, believe me, I don't need easy trails. I've been off-roading for a really long time. This is my first off-road vehicle. I'm going to say, yeah, Jeep Wagoneer. Ended up with the Jeep Wagoneer a long time ago. Had to be somewhere in 1989, 88, 89, somewhere around there. I was working for a company, and that was it was a used thing they bought. It was an official company car. And something happened. Someone was driving it, and the engine completely seized up and blew on it. So I just went to the boss and said, hey, how about you let me have that thing? I'll take it. He said, sure, go ahead. Here. And I just took it to a shop, and they replaced the engine, and off I went. I remember, it's actually a funny story. Or weird story, funny story, I don't know. The shop who put the engine in forgot to put in a dipstick. Can you believe that bullshit? Oh, look. Bunch of homes out there. Wouldn't mind finding a little place to shack up down here. A little place of my own that I could come down to whenever I felt like it. But anyhow, dipstick. I didn't recognize the missing dipstick at first. What I did notice was a massive amount of oil pouring out of this vehicle. And I was searching for the leaking part. And, I wish I could tell you what part it was in my life that made me realize, shit, it was just an open hole. Where the dipstick was. So I just bought a new dipstick for it, stuffed it in a hole, and it solved the problem. Great area, beautiful area. I'm up north, I'm kind of in the middle, right? I think town back behind me, probably 10 miles, wome, if that's how you pronounce it. So I'm in above Tampa, above Orlando, we're central Florida. Boy, I guess if you put a pin in it, it's about as central as you can get. Right? I think places like Jacksonville would probably be north of me. Oh gosh, hour or two. Orlando's south of me, hour or two. Atlantic Ocean, probably, let's see, which way am I going? That says north. Atlantic Ocean, probably in front of me. An hour, or hour and a half, maybe. Yeah. Maybe two. Gulf of America probably back behind me. Again, maybe 2 hours. So really, really very central. If any of you get a chance to travel in this area, it really is a very, very different area from what we see in the normal idea of Florida. Right? We think Florida and Bazinga, all we think of is beaches and luxury homes and girls wearing thongs. Although I'm a fan. Nothing like that here. This, more like the South. For those of you friends of mine from the Philly area, this is more like the Jersey area. Back like 10 miles from the beach. Seems to be lots of campsites around, lots of open ground, some number of individual homes, scattered businesses, things like that. So right now I'm on my way, say 19 miles. Only 30, Jesus Christ. Something called the Citrus Wildlife Management Area. Not really sure if that's where I want to be heading. Tell you what, let's roll up the window. Less noise for you guys. Apologize for the handheld camera. The rental car. I'm down in Florida. I really didn't bring my entire kit. I don't know why. I should have known. So let's let me turn the camera around a little bit. Right now, I'll tell you what. We're gonna pause right here. I'm really not in anything spectacularly. I made it, say it right. Beautiful, nice area, but just right? Just road. When I get to something, right? Doggy. Totally missed that turn because I was talking to you folks. When I get to something really neat, I'll go ahead and turn you back on. Okay, I'm back through the magic of selective editing. I've arrived in the Citrus Wildlife Management Area. And again, like I said before, I'm not super sure of what roads I'm allowed to drive up and down. Right now I'm just driving through a main road through the middle of the place I think that the GPS is taking me. You tell it, take me here, it takes you to the middle of whatever it is. But I'm in a wildlife management area. I'm in a big wooded area, going down a kind of a graded road right now. But I thought I'd pop you guys in, spin it around, and let you see what I'm saying. Stick you guys out the window. It says here now I'm supposed to be able to make a turn. Up here it says Trail 11. I'll spin you guys around so you can see what I'm saying. A real spot for you guys to be. There we go. Nothing crazy enough to right now to require four-wheel drive, of course. Just a dirt gravel road. Alright, I think this is it coming up here. This is Trail 11. You know, it looks like a vehicle trail, right? I just hit a button on the Jeep here that said off-road. A bunch of wacky things popped up on the dashboard. A little sign here says off-road now. Not quite sure what that means. Oh, there's the... Okay, I just found this little display that says four-wheel drive. I didn't see it before, but I see it now. Still looking for wildlife. See anything? Oh. I think seeing a deer would be nice, at least. I don't know what the bear population is like here in Central Florida. Seeing a bear would be cool. Good. A little heavier cover here, you can see. Oh. Maybe one scratch. Oh. Wacky. Another spot where a trail went up around this spot. Oh, that's awful tight. That, gotta see that? Wow. 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 Yeah. Holy moly. I think in one of them real Jeep areas that people try climbing up and down and doing all them crazy Jew-jabs. Wow. That's really fascinating. I know it's a rental car and I could pay for the insurance. I could do whatever I want. I don't know, I just feel funny about scratching a brand new car, even though it's not mine. So we'll just be nice to it. Plus, I'm really not all that experienced with this kind of stuff. I've done enough little trail riding in my own four-wheel drives that I've had. but usually on regular trails, like regular road kind of trails through the forest. It's my actual first time on one of these tricky off-road, four-wheel drive only kinds of things. I'm having a great time. Let's see, let's click a button on the display here. I like that. You can see there's a neat little display on the Jeep here that shows you. If I can I lock that thing? I can't really get the camera to lock on that. Can I? It's still locked. Yes. It still locks. Oh, there it is. Right, and you can see as I drive along, it shows you all the degree changes. That the Jeep is doing. So yep, it's 2% up, 9% sideways. I'll let you see what I'm doing there. Suddenly that flattened out right there. Brought you guys inside for a bit because you were holding my hand, hurting my hand being held out there. Outside the window. Alright, let's go back outside the window. Oh my God. Hope you guys are getting a good enough view. I can't really see the viewfinder in the camera from where I'm holding it out here. Okay, I think I'm not far to go before I reach the barrier of the park. Interesting, I think because I've got it set on this four-wheel drive off-road setting, doesn't feel like the transmission wants to shift, right? It's staying down in low gear. Or I'm not in low, but it's staying down in first gear as I drive. Not a bad thing. I'm sure these people who make these things for off-road usage, I'm sure they spend a lot of time and money figuring out what's best. Oh, still no animals, guys. Oh, it's a beautiful day, though. This is December, what am I going to say, 17th, 2025. I did get a note from a buddy up north that this morning said it's freezing where he's at. He requested that I stop breaking his balls by sending him pictures of me in the sun and fun. and I hate to say I'm going to continue to be breaking said balls, because I can. It's the beauty of being retired. Not a single animal. I think I'll buckle the seatbelt so it doesn't beep at us the whole time. It'll probably annoy you folks more than it does me. Okay, yes, I beeped it. I buckled it. Alright, okay. Back to the road. people out here, so I know I could be. Oh. Mm-hmm. I guess we hit a dead end there. Alright. Thought we were coming out of this for a bit. I guess not. Fence right along this here. Ooh, camper right in front of me. I shouldn't went the other way. Morning. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry it doesn't seem like I've been going long for you, but I took a little break there from filming. I think I was on the very edge of whatever management area this is, and it came right up against homes, private property, and there's a big fence line very close to my left side. And it was really overgrown. It looks like it wasn't heavily trafficked. There was a lot of stuff in the road, and I wanted to really put two hands on the wheel. Again, it's a rental car. Blah blah blah. Who cares? Just one of those guys. I don't feel like scratching the shit out of a rental car. What's that say? Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it was very heavily overgrown with stuff. I was having to do a lot of maneuvering, from the left to the right to keep from scratching both sides of the thing. So I just took a little break from filming so I could keep both hands on the wheel. I'm on another part of the management area again. I guess this is an actual off-road path like we were on before. deeply sanded ruts with some, doohickeys every once in a while. Challenging spots to get through. Still no wildlife. I haven't seen a dadgum thing. I figured I'd bring you guys back along. I got enough battery there? I still don't have a whole lot of battery there. Try and keep you guys plugged in. But I don't know that I have enough cord here really to plug you in. And is it there? I don't know. I did it again. To plug you in and get you to see outside, do I? Maybe. No, not really. I have to hold you up inside the car here with me. Again, I'm having a beautiful day. This is just amazing. Oh, I think I was saying no wildlife. Yeah, still no wildlife. I would have thought I'd see something. Crawling, skipping, jumping over the road, at least. Jumping through the woods. Let's see what kind of view you guys can get of the front. Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm where. Let's see where I'm at here. I'm looking at my chart here, and let's look. I want to make sure. See, not going too much further, and it looks like the trail. Let's see if I can show you guys. So if I'm looking at my thing here, and here's the, let's see, what trail are we on? All right, so we're on this trail here. I believe it says Trail 2. Trail 2. And if Trail 2, if I take Trail 2 straight out, I just heard gunshots near me. Yeah. All right. You know what? Tell you what. I don't know. Let's be moving. I didn't even think about it, but I don't know what their hunting season is like here. I think this road, what I was looking at on that map. Oh, this is a big road. Okay. Yeah, see, this is not like this is a regular road here. We're getting in and out of the park. Okay, I see. That's what I was talking about. Let's see, I'm going to switch off the off-road button. Matter of fact, I think I want to. I'll switch off of the four-wheel drive too. Don't need that now. But that trail I was on, I think it would have taken me up. A lot of shooting going on right where I'm at here. I don't know what their hunting season is. What is it now? It's December, middle of December. There may be a shooting range where we're at. Oh, it's gotta be shooting range. There's something right next to me here. You know? Oh yeah. I can see it right here. taking us out of this citrus wildlife management area. Got my manual. Come on, man. So that was pretty cool. I think I had a good time doing that. It was a little nerve-wracking. Really just based on driving a rental brand new car. There's the regular road right up here. We're back on the regular highway. Right now I have no idea which way to turn, where to go. So I'm going to put you guys on pause and I'll be back when I got something interesting to show you. Be back soon.